So
Shazia, can you tell us about what exactly do you understand by the question and what exactly is the task question asking you to do?
these days, wherever we go, senior managers or the bosses of the organizations are older people.
Mhm.
So whether is this correct or not, it is asking.
Okay, if you look at the
Or
question,
younger people should be
Mhm.
better at.
Right. If you look at the question very easily, the question says that in most of the organizations, you will find that the leaders or the people or the workers who are working in the top management position, they are old people. They are senior employees. Okay. Probably, they have a huge number, huge number of years of experience and they are over 50 or something. However, there is a section of people who feel or who argue or who believe that younger people, millennials, who have fewer years of experience, they make better bosses. So here the most important word that you have to focus upon or emphasize upon in the question is making better bosses. So the question does not just ask you that, organizations tend to have older people in the top management, and some argue that the younger people should also be there. It is saying that the younger people can make better bosses. So the emphasis and all the points that you're giving, that basically has to focus or emphasize on this. Clear? Now, if you look at the question or the task question asks you, to what extent do you agree or disagree? Okay, so this question is asking you for your opinion. So either you can have a strong opinion or you can have a balanced opinion. What is a strong opinion? You are completely agreeing or you're completely disagreeing. You are saying that yes, it is good to have older people, or you're saying that no, it is completely justified to have younger people as better bosses, or you can have a balanced opinion. You can say that, see, these are the circumstances under which if older people are the bosses or the leaders, it is beneficial. And these are the circumstances if younger people are bosses, then it is good. Is that clear? Both of you. So these are
Yes,
the
ma'am.
three ways of giving your opinion. So whenever an essay is asking you for your opinion, there is no hard and fast rule that you always have to give a strong
Ma'am,
opinion.
can we,
Mhm.
can we use as a like a partial or balanced opinion,
That
like
is what I
this?
said, that there are two ways of giving your opinion. Either you can have a
Yeah, but
strong
because for strongly opinion we know the tablet, but for this,
see it
like,
complete. Nobody has any control over your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. Nobody can interfere or
okay,
talk between your opinion. If you feel that you have a strong opinion, how will you decide upon your opinion? That whether it should be a strong opinion or it should be a balanced opinion, you have to decide upon your opinion depending upon the main points that you're framing on both the sides. So you have certain points under agree, you have certain points under disagree. Then you are seeing that which are the points which can be explained in a better way. You are seeing on which side you are having more number of points. Depending on that, you have to decide that which is your side or which is the kind of opinion that you should be taking. Okay, right.
okay.
Now here in the essay, as we can see in the introduction from the opinion statement, we can see that Shazia is probably taken. Yeah. So she has certainly taken a strong opinion statement and she's saying that there is enough compelling evidence to completely agree with older people becoming bosses of organizations. Perfect. So she has a strong opinion. She's putting forth her strong opinion and she's saying strongly that she's agreeing to the fact or she's quite convinced that older people can become best bosses of the organizations, right? So this is how you have to give your strong opinion statement. And these words, compelling evidence, enough compelling evidence. Okay. These are the words or advanced collocations which are basically used when you're giving a strong opinion. So it is not that this is only restricted or limited to a strong opinion, to an opinion essay. This enough compelling evidence can be used in any other type of essay, in whichever essay they are asking you for your opinion and you are giving a strong opinion. Okay. All right. Now, so when it comes to the structure is quite clear. It has already been discussed earlier also. You have the introduction, you have the body paras, and you have the conclusion. Again, in Ielts, there is no hard and fast rule that you always have to give two body paragraphs. Depending on the demand of the task question and the content of your essay, you can give more than two body paragraphs. So minimum 4 paragraphs, introduction, body para 1, body para 2, conclusion, or maximum 6 paragraphs. So minimum you can give 2 body paragraphs, or you can give 4 body paragraphs, in between 2 and 4, depending on the content. If you have more than 2 points or maybe 3-4 points, then you can give 3 body paragraphs. Or if you just have 2 points or 3 points, you can just put them or limit them in 2 body paragraphs. Is that clear? Okay. So now when we start working on the essay, so we know that the 40 minutes has to be segregated. So 5 to 7 minutes on planning the main points and micro planning or building up on the main point. Then you have 25 to 30 minutes, which is basically writing the main essay. And the last 3 to 4 minutes, which is on proofreading or revising. Now, my point is that, again, how will you start working on the essay? Will you start writing start with the body paragraphs, or will you start with the introduction?
BP1, ma'am.
So you will leave some space for the introduction and you will start working on your body paragraph 1. So first you'll work on body paragraph 1, then you'll work on body paragraph 2, then the conclusion, and then the introduction. This is definitely a modern and new style of approaching the essay writing, but always remember that we are working on the body paragraphs first. Why? Because the content of the entire essay is revolving around that. Okay. All right, so we are starting with the first paragraph, which he starts with for a start. Why have you used for a start, Razia?
Because we are going to mention our point of view.
Right. So this is a sequencing linker since she's giving the first point in favor of his side, her side. So she's using this. It could be argued. Okay. So either you can say for a start or you can say for one thing. There are many other sequencing linkers like firstly, secondly, but I think that this is an advanced cohesive device, a linker that you can use. Okay, so it could be argued that with the innumerable years of experience, very good. Look at the words, innumerable years of experience. Okay, significant subject matter expertise. Not only expertise, it is subject matter expertise. Just, kind of becoming more specific. Okay. Yeah, and wealth of knowledge as well. Older leaders. So see, with, she's starting the sentence with, and the subject of the sentence is older leaders. Older leaders, you can even write senior employees or senior workers, would undoubtedly be a useful as well as valuable asset
Of company.
of a company, or you can say for a company. Which
Of company which read
the maximum dividends out of such potential resources. Is that clear? So now if you look at this sentence construction, you will see that this is an advanced sentence construction, which is correct and accurate. She's starting with. So with, these are the three things the older leaders would undoubtedly, adverb, undoubtedly, undeniably, certainly, useful as well as. What is as well as? It's a coordinating conjunction. When do we use as well as? We basically use as well as in order to combine parallel ideas. Ideas going in the same direction. We try to use as well as in order to replace words like and. So we avoid using and too many times, and so we are using as well as. So as well as valuable asset of or for a company which could reap the maximum. So which, a WH word. Okay. Reap the maximum dividends. Again, a very good collocation. Potential resources, again an advanced collocation. Getting it? So are you seeing in one particular sentence, she has shown such expertise and variety in terms of words, in terms of transition words, in terms of adverb, coordinating conjunction, and also a different sentence construction. Now, my point is, again, that when you say useful, I want to know what exactly you want to mean by useful. When you say valuable asset, I would like to know that what exactly are you trying to imply from valuable asset? When you say that, these are the potential resources with their subject, with their years of experience, subject matter expertise, and wealth of knowledge, they can serve as a useful and valuable asset for a company. My question would be how and why? How can they
Ma'am,
take?
we can mention, we can explain more in example, ma'am.
Okay, in the example you have given, so a recent study reveals that 60%, don't mention 60%, you can mention more than half. That's better. Just to maintain the aesthetic. So you can say more than half or a significant number. Of Indian IT companies send their senior managers to important business meetings as the face of their company owing to their ability. Very good. Owing to. A reason linker, an advanced reason linker. Due to, owing to, because of, since, as. Their ability to make qualified decisions along with heightened awareness. Is this the only reason that they are useful and valuable? When we talk about senior leaders of an organization, if you tell me that they have countless years of experience, they have significant subject matter expertise, they are a wealth of knowledge. Okay. And then in the example, you're saying that you're sending them to make qualified decisions along with heightened awareness. Now, my question would be that qualified decisions along with heightened awareness, this is a generalized phrase. So anybody can make a qualified decision along with heightened awareness. What would be that exclusivity? What would be that speciality of a senior leader of a company going and attending meetings?
Guide
What
training provide.
happens? What happens when you become a senior leader in an organization? When you have worked for several years in an organization and you reach the top management level and you become a senior leader, what happens?
You
They
stay loyal to the company.
Loyalty,
aspects
okay.
of the company,
What?
downs all the companies.
Bring economic benefits.
Yeah,
Okay. See, first of all,
and
they are
they know the
loyal.
history of the company, and
Yeah,
they know
so
the
exactly. So,
decision that is
right.
taken before
Correct.
and what the consequences they faced.
Correct.
So
Exactly.
their
Exactly.
past experience that they can the future
Yes.
decision.
Yes. So what happens is that when you have a senior leader of an organization, because the leader has worked for so many years in an organization, so he has an idea. He knows the history of the company. He has a lot of contacts and clients, and he also knows that probably these were the decisions taken earlier because of which they had to go through or they had to suffer from certain negative consequences. And so this time the policies or this time the decisions that he will be making will not have negative consequences. Okay, so the policies or the decisions that he is taking will have fewer chances or risk of failure. Why? Because he knows the secrets of the company. He knows what are the strengths and weaknesses of the company or an enterprise. Okay, so that's something which is important, and that's something which probably a young employee would not be known. So you need to kind of mention that. So my point is that instead of mentioning here this useful as well as valuable asset, I would want you to explain it here itself. Okay, because there's no point in giving words like useful and valuable if you're not being able to explain or do justice with the explanation. So maybe you can pick this up from here. Yeah, you can say older leaders.
मैंने लॉयल्टी की सेकंड टाइम में मेंशन किया था.
Okay, then you can remove this. Okay, the deep secrets of the company. Then you can say the has paved way to trials, errors, and challenges. Okay. The past decisions, or you can say policies, those uh, led to serious repercussions. Okay, so this is the point. So when you say useful and valuable, and when you just say that they can make qualified decisions along with heightened awareness, you also have to mention you are talking about an attribute of the senior leader, that they have wealth of knowledge, they have years of experience, they have subject matter expertise, and so they can make, or they can decide on policies, and they can make qualified decisions along with heightened awareness. Perfectly fine. But my point is, how will this help the company? That is something that you have to mention as the heart of the body paragraph. Why? Because we are talking about senior leaders in an organization. Okay, so why would even the organization keep the senior leaders if the senior leaders are of no use? So this is how they are useful. This is how they are valuable. How? They have a deeper understanding and clearer insight into the deep secrets of the enterprise, or you can say, um, okay, the way the enterprise has paved way through trials, errors, and challenges, the past decisions or policies, those led to serious repercussions. All right. Yeah. Now you can. Therefore, yeah. Now look at this point. So see, if in the point itself there is a scope of explanation, why not do that? Why unnecessarily, keep that for some other
It's
sentence?
therefore making them qualified, making them or making
Making
they are
qualified decisions. They are making qualified decisions. So
okay.
therefore, making qualified decisions along with heightened awareness. Yeah, that's it. Got it, Shazia, this particular point? What was missing
Yes,
was
ma'am.
the how
Yes,
and
ma'am.
why. If you say that the senior leaders are useful, if you say that the senior workers are a valuable asset, then you have to mention how and why. This is how it is. Okay, then you're saying a recent study reveals that more than or significant number of Indian IT companies, okay, send their senior managers to important as the face of their company owing to. Now, what else can you say in relation to this? So as the face of their company owing to, so they can make, yeah, so you can say they can make policy. So owing to their strategic thinking abilities, that can help them, or you can say send their senior managers. So more than or significant number,
For the company,
yeah, of
the the organization.
so we have to say that how they are using this knowledge of the history of the company in this evidence. That is when the evidence will look slightly different. So send their senior managers who would neither be resulting in weighing in the strengths and weaknesses of the company. Is that clear now? Is that clear? So
Yes, ma'am.
managers. So a recent study reveals that more than a significant number of Indian IT companies send their senior managers who would neither be strongly influenced or biased by their counterparts, nor make hasty decisions, resulting in presenting talks and breaking deals or closing deals, weighing in the strengths and weaknesses of the company. Clear? Yeah? So are you seeing how we are developing a particular point? First, we are saying that because of this years of experience and subject matter expertise, what are the things that they are learning about an enterprise over the several years of working that they are doing? And then in the next evidence, we are saying that how this is helping. So if you are a senior leader and if you know all the weaknesses and strengths of the company, you are loyal to the company, then definitely you would not be making any hasty decisions and you will not be strongly influenced and biased by your counterparts in the meetings. Okay, so look at the sentence construction, neither nor. Are you seeing this? Yes? Yeah, and all these are advanced collocations, hasty decisions. And then see, we've used verb ing, that is resulting in. Yes? Got it right, all of you? Okay. Now we are refuting it again. So we have to kind of draw a comparison with merits of older people as the bosses and the younger people as not being bosses. So if you can say it starts with nevertheless or nonetheless, which is a contrasting or a contradicting linker. So it says if young person becomes the boss of not young person, young employee. If a young worker becomes the boss of an organization, then he would neither be able to deal with unpredicted work complexities due to his dearth of experience and lack of foresightedness, nor be confident enough to take risks. Okay, self-assured. Is that clear, both of you? So this is how, we are talking about the demerit of a young worker becoming that. So she's using a neither nor, which is perfectly fine. So neither. So confident is a
Ma'am,
basic word.
can
and the
we
other word is self-assured. Yeah.
can we use neither nor two times in a one body paragraph
Yeah, you can use that, but it
if
is
it is
appreciated.
needful?
You do. If it is needed, you can do that, but it is appreciated, you don't do it.
Okay.
Because you have many sentence constructions. So why to keep on
Mm-hmm.
repeating the same one again and again? Na? Got it? What I'm trying to say.
Yes. Yes.
Right. So look at this body paragraph. See, I always say that if you are advanced collocations are very important in order to get good scores in your writing. When I say advanced collocations, 2 or 3 words that are coming together to enhance the quality of your writing. Okay, like if you can see serious repercussions, qualified decisions, heightened awareness, significant number. Okay, are you getting it? Weighing in. So weighing in is a phrasal verb. What is a phrasal verb? A phrasal verb is nothing but a verb and a preposition together. So weighing in. So you are analyzing, you're judging the weaknesses and the strengths. Now, when we talk about here when we are talking about the young workers, so we are saying that they are unable to deal with unpredicted work complexities due to his dearth of experience and lack of foresightedness. So they do not have that long vision, okay, that long term vision probably. So they lack that foresightedness. Clear?
Yes.
Again, this
Yes.
word confident is a basic word. So I asked you about
मैम मैंने सेल्फ एश्योर्ड कहीं और लिखा था शायद, इसलिए मैंने कॉन्फिडेंट डाल दिया। आई थिंक इन द इंट्रोडक्शन और इन द
okay.
कंक्लूजन।
Then you can say not be willing enough.
Okay.
Okay. So remember, again, there's a lot of variety. Sequencing linker, words you are using, giving an evidence, organizing the points, advanced collocations, phrasal verb, different. Neither nor. So these will basically help you with your scores, not just organizing the content and giving a nice content. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Guys, I'm closing this room and starting another one. You can join in with the same.